People in the Metro East affected by last month's flash flooding are closer to getting some help. Members of FEMA spent the day in East St. Louis surveying the damage. 5 on Your Side's Travis Cummings was able to follow along with some of their agents, and he joins us live to explain the process.
Yeah, and take a look at this dump behind me. This just goes to show you how much work there is left to be done. I've been talking a lot to residents, and a lot of them just really feel out of the loop. More than 500 of their homes have been reported with damage. Today was an opportunity for some of them to get some clarity.
It's a knock many across the Metro East have been waiting to hear.
We want to paint the picture of what happened here in St. Clair County.
FEMA kicking off its assessment in East St. Louis early Wednesday morning. Reps going door to door with notepads and pens on Terrace Drive, one of the many areas devastated by historic rainfall in August, finding out as much as possible from flood victims.
What was the level of water damage in their homes? Were their mechanicals affected? Were they displaced by the event? We're asking all of those questions, whether they had insurance.
Agents also getting a scope of the storm's impact on the community at large.
What resources were already available from the state and local perspective or nonprofit organizations to see if there might be a gap there that federal assistance might be needed to fill.
I had over 24 inches.
Carol Foots has been waiting anxiously for answers.
I lost everything. My house actually sat underwater for about 4 days. It happened on the 26th.
Clearing out what's left.
Well, they have gutted out the house. It's just a shell to make sure that there's no mold.
As she figures out her next move.
I'm excited to get some information because, like I say, right now we're in limbo and we don't know what's going on.
It takes time, and there's checks and balances that have to be put in place, and that's what we're doing. We're dotting the I's and crossing the T's right now to make the best case scenario.
This just a step closer to getting the many hurting from this disaster some help.
Any assistance at this point is greatly appreciated.
We know FEMA could be on the ground for a while documenting this damage, but then what happens?
Yeah, well, and they're going to take all of that data that they've documented for as long as they need to really. That will then go to the state, who will then decide whether or not they want to request that federal declaration from FEMA. Also, I want to mention, if you haven't done this already, you need to report all of your damage to 211 at United Way. Also, do any cleanup, any repairs that you can, and be sure to hold on to your receipts. We're live in East St. Louis tonight. Travis Cummings, 5 on Your Side.